Big Republic TV news break as we continue investigating the Dawood gang link in India. Republic versus Dawood gang expose continues, and this evening we're getting you another big breaking news update. An investigation that reveals how Sunblink, a company that was linked to DHFL, that took loans from DHFL, transferred money directly to Dawood Ibrahim gang, to Iqbal Mirchi's aide, Humayun merchant. Republic TV has the paper. Shravan Sen joining us live with those details on your screens right now. The DHFL Sunblink connection. Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited, we've accessed their balance sheet and we'll tell you all about that. Here in this part, advance for land, Humayun merchant. Sunblink was paying Dawood gang associate, Humayun merchant. It's also on their balance sheet. Humayun merchant, according to agencies, is the Dawood gang associate linked to Iqbal Mirchi directly, who's then again linked to Dawood Ibrahim. And this is the direct link that we are getting you this evening. Humayun merchant's name surfaces on the Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited document. And we'll go across to Shravan Sen, who will join us live with the documents. Shravan is live now, and he's live with the details. And first tell our viewers, Shravan, who is Humayun merchant? How is he linked to Iqbal Mirchi, who is also linked to Dawood Ibrahim? And what is the DHFL link here?
Well, as far as Humayun merchant is concerned, as far as official documents go, he's essentially designated as close aid and power of attorney of Iqbal Mirchi. In fact, he is the man who's got all the tenants for Iqbal Mirchi in all those properties that have basically been under this scan. I'll also quickly bring in my colleague Anilesh, who's been also following this entire story. Anilesh, as far as Humayun merchant, the significance of Humayun merchant as far as this case is concerned, because no other TV channel has been focusing on yet another character, Humayun merchant, who's currently in Mumbai, already being questioned by the enforcement directorate. Before we go back to this particular document and explain what we have really got right now.
Humayun merchant is the key aide of Iqbal Mirchi, the man who was the face of Iqbal Mirchi's business. He had the power of attorney. He was dealing everything on behalf of Iqbal Mirchi as far as the real estate business is concerned. Also, Humayun merchant is important, Shravan, because you see there is a direct link between Humayun merchant's activities and this company in question called Sunblink Real Estate, right? The documents from Sunblink Real Estate prove that there was a financial transaction happening between Humayun merchant and Sunblink. In simple words, there was a financial transaction happening between a man who was the face of Iqbal Mirchi's business and this company in question, which is being investigated by the enforcement directorate.
Niranjan, let's go to this surface right now and also show the document that we have basically been talking about. Why this document becomes extremely important at this point in. This is the Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited statement, or the balance sheet. This is the same balance sheet which earlier mentioned about the loan, the unsecured loan that they had basically received. We are talking about the first time that we had also showed the unsecured loan which came in from DHFL. Now, the other part, which is the most important part with regards to Humayun merchant, because here you have Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited admitting, and this is the most important, the key part, Humayun merchant, and this is the amount that they actually gave as advance for land. So Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited gives money to Humayun merchant, the man who's largely seen as the close aide of Iqbal Mirchi, the key person, go-to person of Iqbal Mirchi in Mumbai, who's been already questioned by the enforcement directorate. And we can also confirm to our viewers that Humayun merchant will be called in once again for questioning this week by the enforcement directorate. So this is the advance for land that Humayun merchant has given, has got from Sunblink. I'll bring in Anilesh right now. Anilesh, so this document that we have accessed, the balance sheet, where it's a clear mention that this is the amount of money that Humayun merchant has got. What does it really mean? That, Sunblink gets loans from DHFL, then gives the money to someone. Whom are they giving the money to? They're giving the money to none other than Iqbal Mirchi. So this is exactly the link that we've been talking about.
Absolutely, Shravan. And this is where the important question comes in. So when the company says, when the DHFL says that we don't have any links, we don't know what was happening, we had no sort of knowledge of what these people were actually doing, but there are financial transactions which prove that the company was actually aware of what was happening on the ground. Therefore, you cannot sort of, walk away from the responsibility that we don't know Sunblink, we don't know Humayun Merchant, but we gave money. I mean, where on earth that has happened, Shravan?
So, Niranjan, this is the question that one needs to ask. On the one hand, they were getting unsecured loans from DHFL. On the other, they were basically giving the same amount of money to none other than Iqbal Mirchi's right-hand man, Humayun Merchant, the man who was getting all the tenants. And in fact, Niranjan, in CJ House, those 2 floors that came under this cadre, the deal that was signed between Hajra Memon and Praful Patel, remember the tenants who were basically brought in for those 2 floors were actually brought in by Humayun Merchant himself. So yet another connection there. Even at CJ House, there is a connection of Humayun Merchant. So to understand, or to put this in perspective, you're talking about a man who was doing all of Mirchi's work in Mumbai. It was none other than Humayun Merchant himself. Where was he getting the money from? We've also brought it to our viewers that this money came in from a company called Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited.
Yeah, stay with me, Shravan. All channels are now following the Republic TV news break. 30 hours later, other channels are copying the DHFL and Sunblink angle. And I just want to tell you that Shravan and Anilesh, the story that Republic TV broke at 11 a.m. on Friday, other channels being forced to pick up the Republic TV news break 30 hours later. Of course, we've set the news agenda, and yesterday we broke the Sunblink DHFL link, and today DHFL has been raided. Direct impact of Republic TV's investigation. Take us through the link so far and what we know about the role of DHFL and what's been the response so far for all our viewers joining us this evening. Shravan.
Well, in fact, on Friday, Republic TV was the first channel to bring out this entire link of a NBFC. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate, viewers, in the remand copy mentioned that this company called Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited received a loan from an NBFC. They never mentioned who the NBFC was. And therein began our investigation. Republic's Special Investigation Team finding out who exactly could be that very NBFC. In fact, yesterday, the document that we brought to you, viewers, were basically the balance sheet of the company as well as the consolidation of loan documents. Now, what's very interesting to point out, and I'll ask Anilesh to show our viewers once again those documents, because those documents are very key as far as are key to this entire investigation, and we're given to understand that these documents are now also being scanned by the Enforcement Directorate. So, Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited got a loan. What the Enforcement Directorate essentially suspects is that these are proceeds of crime, which means that money that came in as loan was used for terror activities. This is what the Enforcement Directorate suspects, and this is what they're investigating at this point in time. Now, the document that we have, this document that I'll also bring in Anilesh on this, that balance sheet shows that this unsecured loan that came in from DHFL, the NBF, it's also an NBFC. We raised this question that here comes in the money that was received by this company called Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited. DHFL basically gave unsecured loans, and the consolidation loan document here, I'll ask Anilesh to show that consolidation of loan document. Here, there is a clear mention, Anilesh.
Yes.
Anilesh, if you can just talk a little bit about this particular document, because that's very important.
Absolutely. So what is crucial here, viewers, is to understand that at one hand, Shravan has explained how Sunblink got money from this company, which is called DHFL. Now, the second part is very crucial here, because this document is from DHFL themselves. What does this document say? If you pay attention, it says here that 2,186 crores. It says here consolidation loans along with security protection amounting to rupees 2,186 crores, which means that DHFL gave 2,186 crores to Sunblink. As Shravan was mentioning, that the entire question is about that very 2,186 crores, which was given by a NBFC, non-banking financial corporation, right? So through the documents, these documents prove, right?
Viewers, we are only raising this question. Who exactly could be that NBFC? Because this only raises some very uncomfortable question, because the same very amount mentioned by enforcement director before the court is reflected in a consolidation of loan document of Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited, where they're clearly saying that DHFL gave them this particular loan. Now, when we did broadcast this news, immediately after that, DHFL essentially responded by saying there was a statement that was in fact issued. Niranjan, if you could also come in as far as the statement is concerned, because in the statement they've never said that, they've never denied that they have given a loan to Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited. However, the twist perhaps was only the fact that this was for various other projects. Now, this is what DHFL had to say. In fact, later in the evening, they were forced to actually inform the Bombay Stock Exchange as well as the NSE with regards to the magnitude of this entire perhaps news break, because it has got huge ramifications. Because when DHFL needs to answer to their own stakeholders what was really happening, were they actually siding with a company that has links with the Dawood gang? Because that's the big question that's coming up at this point in time, that why would you actually have any sort of association which is with a company which has clear links with Dawood Ibrahim and his entire gang. This is a clear reflection of the grip that Dawood has on the real estate business in Mumbai, and that's the reason why we were raising these questions. And today what happens is that 24 hours later, you have the enforcement directorate now acting on Republic TV's news break, where raids were carried out, 8 locations where these raids were carried out at DHFL's headquarters in Mumbai. We're given to understand even properties linked to Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited. And the third link that we have also investigated, an independent investigation carried out by Republic TV's SIT, where it shows that you have another company where you have the Wadhwans being connected to, that's called the RKW Developers Private Limited. That company, we are now given to understand, is also under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate.
Well, absolutely. Shravan and Anilesh, stay with us, taking a short break at this point. Republic TV setting the agenda. All other channels are now picking up the Sunblink angle, something that Shravan and Anilesh, both of you, investigated and broke yesterday, talking about how Sunblink, a company, caught 2,186 crore rupees. And let me tell you, the response from DHFL, and we'll just play out the graphics of the response of DHFL as well. We'll just pull that out. DHFL has, in its response, not denied the loan. However, they have said they have given the loan to companies which later amalgamated into a company called Sunblink. They're saying indirectly, they're admitting that they gave the loan. Though they are saying we did not give a loan to a company called Sunblink, even though papers speak otherwise, they have confirmed that there was and there were loans that were given to Sunblink, which as a company has further sent the money, laundered the money to Dubai and to Dawood Ibrahim's associates, and that is also a matter of record, which is what we are breaking. Let's put that document out once again, where you can see Sunblink's document that we just played out. We'll just put out that graphic once again. Sunblink, you can see the name of Humayun merchant, who is a known associate of Iqbal Mirchi of Dawood Ibrahim gang. We'll just play that out. And in fact, this is the big breaking story that we've now accessed. Okay, that's the document. Sunblink Real Estate Private Limited. You can see the name of Humayun merchant, who is a known front for Iqbal Mirchi and Dawood Ibrahim. That's the big link that Republic TV is exposing this evening. Anilesh and Shravan, thank you for joining us at this point.